I would talk to myself in the morning. They always say talk to the audience like to a friend. I swear I don't know how I talk to a friend. To every person, I would talk differently depending on them, I think. But I know how I talk to myself. Very consistent these days. These days, let's point it out because there was a time where I was talking really nonsense and bad things to myself. That was during my depression. That's why they call it depression. Abuse. Abuse to yourself because we depress things, suppress things that are need to be released. So now that everything is released, there is no more depression or suppression. There's only expression. That was a good rhyme. My morning rhymes in the morning. Oh, shall we set the tone? Let's set the tone. So, Saturday's here too. Saturday is here to soothe me. Saturday is here to relax me. Saturday is here to express me. Saturday is here to amuse me. Saturday is here to woo me. Saturday is here to love me. Saturday is here to stroll with me. Later I will take you for a nice walkie. Oh, you're not a doggy? It's okay. You're coming with me. You want or not, you coming. Forced love. Forced love. That's what I do here. Forced love. So, how do you like my channeling session? So, I wanted to come on here to share something. Oh, good. Oh, good Saturday. Oh, good Saturday coffee, people. Good Saturday coffee. Mm. And also, I'm tanning a little bit on the side because half of my body is in the sun. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. I'm telling you now, it's hot. It's getting warm. That's why I love Dubai. I love the heat. The sun loves me so much. I love it. Okay. So, yes, I wanted to actually also share a recap. So, it's been now 1 month of consistent recording 5 reels a day. There were some days where it was slightly challenging, I would say. Slightly challenging in terms of sometimes the ideas would be like too many, and then you don't know what you actually end up doing. So that's a little bit something that I had to experience to pass through because, everything is okay. We just pass through it. If we don't want it, we just move it on to the next one. Do I look a little bit? It's okay. So then what else? Um, what else I wanted to share? Oh, yes. So basically, there was a time where I wanted to post something and then the idea would not really come to fruition. It was like an idea and then I start the idea and then it just falls away. So it's usually a sign that maybe I grabbed to an idea that was not for me and then it just kind of falls through. So that's also something that is interesting to go through and experience. You learn so much doing this regular because posting like once a month or twice a month, that was not the same experience for me at all because consistency really brings you to a state of that's what we do, so we don't argue with the circumstances anymore of posting or not posting because now that we committed to everyday posting, there's no more arguing with the terrorist. Your own head, your own inner critic, or your own inner no, don't do it, or whatever. So once the commitment to yourself is like So I set for myself 90 days, 5 reels. If I, after the 90 days, want to change it to 1 reel a day, that's fine. But I wanted to set the tone to create the momentum with much more impact than just 1 reel a day. So 5 reels, at least I get into the groove and habit of doing so. So what else did I learn? I definitely learned a lot about myself, even the recent channeling. So I used channeling during my writing, book writing, but that's like very intimate to myself. So that's totally different. And I always thought, oh, that's quite interesting, that the channel comes through. Because, I'm like a bubbly character, right? Like a, and, you know, some people would call it crazy. I call it bubbly because now self love, very nice talk, self talk. No, but even crazy is cute for me, so it's fine. So basically, so that's my character, right? But at the same time, like when the channel comes through, it's like it has kind of, it's very objective. It has not really like a human flavor to it, even if it's a human, but it's not really like emotional expression of a human being like I am usually full of expression, right? So that was very interesting to understand for myself that that's what it is. That the channel now can also come through as a speaking version when I switch on the camera and when I respond to a question. This is something super new to me that I had to like I could only experience by doing something else, by recording. I was not sitting there and thinking, oh, let's start from the beginning to record channeling sessions. It's only because I started recording just random reels without having actually a plan, just recording myself. That's how actually the evolution of the discovery of my own being and the universe aligning all the stars to now, after 1 month, discovering that I can do a channel in front of a camera instead of just channeling into a book, which is amazing. For me, that's like, you know, for me, a lot of self discovery, a lot of like really amazing insights come really from most unexpected circumstances where we do things where I personally believe like I was doing something and I'm like, that's what I want to achieve. And suddenly this like redirection is totally new. I wouldn't have thought about it, but then it makes total sense in the bigger picture, like in a bigger scheme. So yeah, it's always fascinating how the cutesy little minds. Oh, Muddy, are you okay? It's always very funny how the cute little mind, how the cute little mind wants to have so much control over a life that is so much bigger than you could ever imagine. So why even bother to hustle? If the mind helps you in this present moment to think something, then it's fine because it has a lot of experience, it has a lot of wisdom, it has a lot of, languages that it learned, skills that it learned. It's a good learner, good storage facility, the mind. But using the mind for emotional intelligence or future projection, I believe this will be not as successful as just using it as a storage facility for reference points. So, yeah, it's the same with the blog. It's a good storage facility for my diary, how I evolved as a human as well. Like in 1 month, I feel because I was forcing myself, sort of lovingly forcing myself to record something at the beginning. Because even if it seems so funny to you that now I'm like, oh my God, I love the camera. No, I don't. Like before, it was really a struggle for me. I always thought, like, what's up with these people that, need this fame or what's going on? What's this whole camera thing? Like, I'm not into it. And you see how hypocritical the mind can be because this situation shifted so rapidly for me that suddenly I felt such a inspiration to do so, and started to enjoy the process, and started to become more comfortable in it. And that's why there's just the right time is very important, I think, for a lot of things, because I don't believe that there's just in general a wrong thing. If other people enjoy it, then most probably you enjoy it too, but maybe just not the time for it. There are a lot of things that I, for example, thought I would never do, and then I did end up doing it 10 years later. So that's why I feel like, the mind can only see like the next week, the next month, but I believe God can see so much further in the future, obviously. It's God. He planned your whole life. That's what I believe. He planned my whole life. Okay, let's not project upon you. So I believe that the universe, God, whatever, my destiny is planned already in advance, and I'm just here to, yay, experience it and enjoy the most out of it. So joy is the key. That was also a very important lesson that I learned during this 1 month recording, starting, this video blog, because, if you do it for giving people value or providing something, there's such a pressure to perform and such a pressure to impress and such a pressure. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of pressure. People know me. No, I don't do pressure. That's just really my line, and I'm sticking with it. I don't do pressure in the terms of a traditional way of being like, yes, I have to comply. Pressure can happen. I observe it and only use it to my ultimate advantage. If I have to move along into in the next process faster, then I would use pressure. Or I would observe it and just recognize it as the beneficial pressure. But pressure, just random pressure from the outside world and from projections, from expectations from others, even from myself. No way, Jose, not anymore, because it's used to rob me of my joy. So the number one rule now is that I learned from the blog. It's actually also just a reminder, because it's not that I learned it from a blog, but the blog reminded me of it, because of the consistency and of something that you do constant. The same way that I'm always preaching to people, if they just start off in their healing journey, like, do a diary, write it down. Obviously, I wrote my books, so that was for me really internally healing. It's like a diary. um Vlogging is like a diary. It's really like a healing journey to really discover yourself through the eyes of an observer. And some people, if they cannot meditate and observe, I think vlogging is amazing, because you really can observe it afterwards on the